Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zara Bazak. Sorry, excuse me. So, back on this topic where Allah Himself does shirk. So, continuing from my previous live stream, hope this time I can explain it even more in uh, depth, and show you the other Quran ayahs I found now and made notes of it recently. So I'm waiting for the headphones to charge. Okay, so let's start. Let's see. Hope people will join me to see this as I have finished Islam through the Quran ayats only today also in my previous live stream. So this is my second live stream. Calling on others with Allah is worship of them, is worship of those others we call on, and the shirk also in that, and also it's kufr, disbelief, right? Just finish, khatam, finished. So I will give you the Shia side a little bit in the end. Please bear with me about this, where the Shias don't think they've been deceived, but I see that they have been deceived through the Quran ayats. And it's quite unfair to the polytheists the way the Quran ayats go on this also, like calling on any other besides Allah, and they've made them, they cannot harm. They've made them this deities they worship apart from Allah. So all this, right? So hope without much ado, let's start. Surah Yunus ayat 106 says, "And do not invoke besides Allah that which neither benefits you nor harms you. For if you did, then indeed you would be of the wrongdoers." Right? So hope you can hear me. And that the footnote from Quran.com, I've taken these ayats. So the footnote on number 1 is I worship. Do you see this? Right? It's here. Sorry. Here, I worship. This is the one. Right? So it means if you invoke on besides Allah anyone, you are worshipping that person or that thing that you invoke on. So let me just see. Can you hear me clearly? Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay. Seems like you can hear me. And the voice is quite okay, normal. Sound is good. Okay, then, sorry, excuse me. Then we have in, so here, for indeed then, you would be of the wrongdoers, zalim of the wrongdoers, right? So here it says you would be of the wrongdoers. Connected. Okay, the mic is connected. Hope you can hear me better than before. And that if you can't, it's the same, thank God, then, at least I don't have to bend so much at times, or if I bend, then there's no sound coming or things like that. Okay, so you would be of the zalim, right? So this is Surah Yunus, ayat 106. If you invoke, call upon, besides Allah. So here, do not call upon any apart from Allah. On those who have no power to benefit or hurt you. Excuse me. For if you call upon others than Allah, you will be reckoned among the wrongdoers. Zalim. Zalimin. Zalimun. Zalimin. Nor call on any other than... So various translations, right? Nor call on any other than Allah. From Surah Yusuf, ayat of Surah Yusuf, ayat 106, from Quran.com. Thank you, Quran.com. And now we have Allah calls to the guards of hell. Now, before you jump to conclusions and say things against me, please first, please be patient with me and cooperate here, because only today I've done another new notes and I'm tired also, so my performance may be low. But I cannot wait to explain this, and if I falter in anything and make omissions, errors, and not be able to explain properly, I will come back again some other time. Not to worry about that, right? Allah calls the guards of hell. Now, in Surah 96, Ayat 18, Surah Alaq, we will call the angels of hell. Or we too shall summon the guards of hell. Yeah. So Allah is calling on the angels of hell. You've not paid attention to this ayat because Allah needs to call on the angels of hell here. What could be the Shia Sunni against me about this ayat? Anyways, but Allah needs to call on the angels, and He tells you not to call on anyone in this religious way, and you're dead and all that, right? Are dead. We should not call. If my mother who has passed away, they say, I'm just talking to her, something like she's listening to me or something like that. It says haram. Also, that is haram in Islam. I hope I've made that, put that well and clear. Okay, then, so you would say, no, this is, if you object to this, Allah can call on the angels of hell. This is not worshipping Allah. This is not worshipping the angels, sorry. This is not worshipping the angels. Allah is not worshipping angels. He can call on. No, you see, can He call on anyone He likes? Because if He's made a rule for His believers who are powerless and they need to call on Allah alone, but they can't call on the angels. You are not supposed to. So where's that ayat? Why haven't I put it here? Okay, the footnotes are here, police and all, supporters. You cannot take, where's that ayat? See, now I have to go somewhere. What does it say? The prophets do not call or call on prophets and angels. So very direct ayat, but it's not calling. I think it's Allah. Where was it, Surah? I've forgotten. Do not call on the prophets and the angels. I don't think, the Sunnis definitely no way, right, would allow the Muslim Salafis, I don't know which schools of Sunni, which schools of Islamic thought in Sunniism would allow this thing. And with this, do not take prophets and as lords or what? Oh, it's like lords, right? What have I done now in life, Jen? So sorry, I'll be making some mistakes here. Can't find that ayat. If it's remember prophet, where's that ayat? Let's see. Okay, I'm a little bit tired on this, but let's see how far I can go, and if my performance is like it's showing it's low, please overlook that. According to the explanation given by Qatada, the word zabaniya in the original is used for the police in Arabic idiom, and zaban or zaban actually means to push away. So this. Let him call his supporters, we too shall summon our police, the angels of torment. So Allah needs that to call on the angels, and He should also understand that the humans also need, apart from Him, to call on someone here. Or the angels also. Why not call on the angels? We can. Since in Surah Tahrim, Ayat 4, like God, Prophet Muhammad, He's made all that, right? Is Allah Himself help Jibreel and the believers, righteous among the believers, and moreover assistant angels will help him. Okay, let's see if I can get this without that ayat, finding that ayat now. I must have forgotten, so sorry. Okay, let's see if I can get it right now, even though not finding that ayat that I want to find. Maybe it will come later, I don't know. Surah Jinn ayat 18 says, and he revealed that the masjids are for Allah. Okay, brackets I'm reading out. And the masjids are for, and that the masjids are for Allah. So do not invoke even with Allah anyone in the masjids. Okay? In the masjids. So hope you see I'm not taking it superficially or generally like that. That is more general verse, and then we'll see about that later on. Hope in the end, just bear with me again and again, like I keep saying, and then in the end it would make sense to you or not. You decide. But please hold your horses for now. If you want to come here, you've come here. You can say a hi, hello, and then in the end ask me questions, or we can keep if I'm too tired or I have to go, then we can keep I don't promise you in the end, but yeah, that's the thing. So then later on, okay, another live stream I can do a question and answer. And he revealed that the masjids are for Allah, so do not invoke with Allah anyone. So I'm going a little fast also at times, put some details in where I've missed in the previous live stream. So you can look at my previous live stream, today's. 72, Surah Jinn, ayat 18, right? Do not invoke with Allah even. So the with here is very important also. Anyone in the masjid. Okay? Then we have, like, it's in a mess. It's not clearly explained. And then because the Quran ayats also are very strict, very, very though. And what against the polytheists also, and we don't know, like sometimes polytheists, atheists. So all this disbelief, kufr, mushriks come in, Makkan mushriks come in, Jews come in, Christians come in. Put them in the box of Zalimin, rebellious. Even some believers would come in if you do something like in Surah Tawbah 23 and 24. 23, and rebellious, and zalim. The believers would become if they did these two things we mentioned in Surah Tawbah ayat. What two things? Like taking the parents, this, that, and those two ayats, like that. Anyhow, I hope you're getting what I'm saying. I'm clear. And then Surah 43 ayat 86 says, and those they invoke besides him do not possess power of intercession, meaning do not possess intercession actually. God knows what this is, right? Not the power, but they do not even possess intercession. Meaning the power of intercession, but here, I don't know. If we can put it like this in brackets, they have the translators in English translation, of this Quran, Arabic. But only those who testify, only those have the power have possessed intercession. They possess intercession. Only those who testify to the truth and they know. So I was reading Multilingual Quran and I know this is about Imam Ali, Aka Medipuya and Ali commentary in Multilingual Quran, right? Now, number 1, where is it? Again, and those they invoke, for them, you would say it's worship, but not for you, because then, I don't want to jump to the Shia thing of authority being given. Or those who are alive, yes, some Sunnis, but not the dead, and then it goes on, or Shias have to tell them, or you have to explain it to their children, their Shias that look like, you can take these as intercessors and call upon them. And risk, if you've heard the majlis, if you're very good Urdu and old person, like my father or someone, Allama Rashid Turabi's majlis on risk, excuse me, on YouTube, if you are Urdu speakers, very good. How Imam Hussein becomes a giver of risk, although he's the provision, all provision belongs to Him. He's the best provider. Allah is the best provider. Right? So then how Allama Rashid Turabi tells us that risk comes from Imam Hussein for us, Shias. And all that, how he gives risk. What's Allama Rashid Turabi's Urdu was very high, I couldn't get it. And then some of his recordings, so sorry. But you can, if you're good in Urdu, high in Urdu, you can do that. Here, listen, watch. And those they invoke besides him do not possess intercession, but only those who testify to the truth. So they also possess intercession, and you can invoke. Shias take it like this, right? You can invoke them, call on them, or no? No, maybe not. The truth, and they know. Some Shias could be divided in this, I don't know. No, you can call Mawla Ali. Ya Ali Madad. You can say Ya Ali Madad, right? You can call them. Shias do that. Ya Ali Madad at least. Then I will show you more on the Shias about that. What is this? Sunnis also. Let me not miss out on the Sunnis and concentrating on the Shias. Today we'll finish academically. We're finished with the Islam, but just the remnants and all I'm doing, right? And in other words, so please see this. So how the Sunnis also see this. There is power of intercession given to these people who testify to the truth, and they know, they have knowledge. And those they invoke besides him do not possess intercession. So worship, it's worship. This also, calling on any other than God is worship of them. Not only attributing, like giving an attribute to someone, Allah's attribute. So, and what else? Associating partners with Allah. In how, what way? See, the Quran is not clear. How wide is that associating partners with Allah? Because it's an unforgivable sin. And it's a heinous thing, you see. Better not even come close to that. So some Muslims are so scared they don't even go, they don't call them saints even, who have passed away. Okay, Al Imran verse 26 is what? Now you see Malki. Oh, you see in this ayat, the Surah Zukhruf, 43 ayat, which I just read out, and 86 ayat. Surah 43, ayat 86. You see this Mulki, so what the power of intercession? I didn't put that Arabic, did I? No, I didn't. For Surah Zukhruf, ayat 87. So the Mulki, the sovereignty, say in Al Imran 26, Allah says, ayat 26, Allah says, say, O Allah, Lord of power and rule, meaning sovereignty. Which topic you have picked up for today's discussion, let me know. Political grasp, did you get the topic? It is on call on no other than Allah, and calling on another than Allah is worshipping them. And even calling with Allah someone is worshipping them. This is the topic, it's there on the live stream. Right? Thank you for being here. Most welcome. Warmly welcome here. So did you get the topic? Do you understand the topic? The topic is calling on others with Allah is worship of them, and calling on others besides Allah is also worship. It's kufr, it's shirk, it's zulm. They would become zalim, you name it, and they become bad. Very, very bad. Totally unforgivable thing. So this calling on others, not associating, but now calling on others is also worship of those you call upon, other than Allah. in religion, meaning, right? Did I explain that? Now, a mulki, sovereignty belongs to him. Say, O Allah, Lord of power and rule, thou givest power to whom thou pleasest, and thou strippest off power from whom thou pleasest. Thou enduest with honor, thou givest honor to whom thou pleasest, and thou bringest low whom thou pleasest. In thy hand is all good. Verily, over all things thou hast power. So Allah can give give power, this power, mulki. And I think mulki is used in this according to, so this in regard to Surah 43 ayat 86. Surah 43 ayat 86 is this mulki. Topic is not complicated for me because I am non-Muslim. Okay, you must carry it forward. I will start picking it up gradually. Oh, thank you so much. You are non-Muslim. Welcome here. Surah 48, ayat 43, ayat 86. Is it? Right? So where's mulki? That have power, right? But Allah gives power. So you see here, it's like, yamliku, yamliku. So it has that mulki in it, power, from the mulk, root word or something, main word power. Yamliku would mean the power of mulk, dominion, this, that, the power to have power over the dominion. How shall I say it? Sorry, I'm a bit, topic is completed for me, correction. Pardon? Topic is completed for me, correction. Political graphs, I'm really sorry. I don't get what you're saying. Completed for you, meaning? Number topic is completed for me, correction. Okay, thank you. But I'm sorry, I don't get what you're saying. And those they invoke besides him do not possess intercession. Right? But those polytheists in Surah Zukhruf, this is Surah Zukhruf, not Al Imran, 86 verse is talking about those polytheists who invoke besides Allah, do not possess intercession, right? So this, and blessed is he to whom belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth and all between them, and his knowledge of the hour. Jesus Christ will be the knowledge of the hour when he comes. So leave them to babble and play. These are these people, right? These are, so Muhammad had a son, so I would be the first to worship. This is about Christians exalted who take Jesus Christ above what they describe. So, above what they ascribe or describe, Surah, right? This is also about those Christians, so leave them alone to indulge in their vanities and to frolic about until they encounter the day of their death. Oh, you mean to say you have completed on this because it is on Christianity and you are a non-Muslim. Are you a Christian then? So you have understood it, political grasp. That's really, really good for you. And it is he who is deity in the heaven and on earth, deity. So he's in the heaven and the earth. He's the deity. He's in it and not outside it. He's also in the heaven and in the earth. So remember I did this ayat. Surah Zukhruf ayat 84. Then 85 says, it's jumping up and down, sorry. Then 85 said, and blessed is he to whom belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth, and whatever is between them, and with whom is knowledge of the hour, and to whom you will be returned. Even Rob Christian has done this, about this, that Jesus is all-knowing, and those they invoke besides him do not possess intercession, but only those who testify to the truth, and they know. So Jesus is given the knowledge of the hour. We are told in Surah Zukhruf ayat 61. And if you ask them who created them, now he's coming to the creator again, himself as the creator. If you ask them who created them, they would surely say Allah. So how are they deluded? This is unfair to the Christians. And Allah acknowledges as saying, oh my Lord, indeed these are a people who do not believe. So, right? Now, back to my notes. Okay, so you get the mulki. Can I ask a personal question to you? Have you embraced Christianity after leaving? No, I haven't. No. I never said this. I'm an ex-Shia, truth seeker, I put in brackets. Political grasp. Is Christianity as much as violent as what Islam is? No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. No comparison. Right? You're supposed to love your enemies and all this. So no. Not at all. We cannot compare. It's not we shouldn't even think about comparing Christianity to Islam in that violence way. No way. There's no comparison. Political grasp. Now footnote is, or what that which he called upon him before. Okay, I don't know why I put this. When any affliction, say, oh, okay, this part. Enjoy your unbelief for a while. Surely you will be among the inmates of the fire. So now those who cry, and okay, so, did I read Al Imran? Oh, I've 39, Surah 39, ayat 8. Sorry, I was looking at what political grasp was asking me. And when adversity touches man, he calls upon his Lord, turning to him alone. Alone in brackets they put. Then when he bestows on him a favor from himself, he forgets him whom he called upon before. And he attributes to Allah equals to mislead from his way people. In brackets. There they put brackets because you know how important this is. Like this is unforgivable. So in another ayat we're told, like all this calling upon other than Allah and all that. So that's why these people are so scared they have to make sure that they put alone here. Turning to him alone. Turning to him alone. You see this? Turning to him alone. And then here if they put people, no. Equal to mislead from his way, people. See, Allah didn't put people, so they have to put here in bracket people. Say, enjoy your disbelief for a little. So you also become, if you call on other than Allah, you become a kafir, disbeliever. This is my point from Surah 39, ayat 8. Right? You also become a disbeliever. Noteworthy. Surely you will be among the inmates of the fire. So calling upon any other than Allah, you become disbelievers, right? Now, Surah 43, ayat 45 is what? And ask those who sent before you of our messengers, have we made besides the most merciful deities to be worshipped? Now, Shias also, please pay attention here. Asking those before you of our messengers. So here my notes are in red. In red, my notes are what? Right? Ask Abraham, but if you at Quran, in Quran verses, what? If you look at the Quran, so if you look at the Quran verses asking Isa, what do you get? Political grasp, I'm sure you worked that out. Political grasp says, thanks for your beautiful answer. By answering my question, you removed my doubts. Many ex-Muslim I have noticed joined Christianity after leaving Islam. That's why I asked. I see. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for the hearts, 3 hearts here. Beautiful. Thank you so much. So now what do we have here? Ask Abraham, who is the Hanif, who is the monotheistic father of monotheism. Quran ayats you can see. But when we ask Abraham, when we see the Quran ayats of Abraham, it's unforgivable sin. So Khali verse asks, what is the punishment of worshipping other than Allah? Ooh, that Sharia thing, I haven't looked at all the ayats to tell you, but it's unforgivable sin, and you will be in the fire anyways. Yeah, the fire of hell. And those who deny even the message and the messenger in Surah Zukhruf, there's an ayat which says that Allah will take retribution from you, punish you. I don't know what, burning in hell forever and ever and ever. And unforgivable sin. You could be, what, can you help me, Khali verse? What else here? Previously, when at the advent of Islam, if if you were najis, kill the polytheists. It's not because they broke treaties, but it's because this, just kill them. They're najis. Because the polytheists become all like hypocrites. Have you ever seen the hell? No, please stick to the topic now. This is not. No, I haven't. I haven't seen hell. Not the hell that this Allah is talking about, but life is hell. Many people with me say, my friend used to say this life is hell when we lived in Pakistan. Giving Allah's attributes to others is disbelief polytheism. So also this, only giving Allah's attributes to others is disbelief polytheism. However, you see that, okay, I'll come. In the end, it will make sense to you. Have you ever seen? Then from where you have got the details of hell and its fire? Pardon? Khali verse. Again, you're coming here. Sorry. Please, I would ask you as a civilized person. Surah 43 ayat 82. What this here? Quran ayats. You don't know about the Quran ayats? Why do you come here? Give me one good attribute of Allah. So that's not my topic. I would like you to not put comments here out of topic. 43, Surah 43, ayat 82. Exalted is the Lord of the heavens and the earth, Lord of the throne, above what they describe or ascribe, attribute to him. Right? Here it says this. Glory be to the Lord of the heavens and the earth, the Lord of the throne. He is free from the things they attribute to him, but he can attribute to himself. Surah Takwir ayat, that Messenger al-Kareem and Prophet Muhammad mercy sent, and the ayat 20 of Surah Takwir, a possessor of power with the Lord of the throne, secure. Right? So Allah is doing shirk. He's allowed, but He's telling you not to do anything like that, not to call on anyone other than Allah, not to attribute with Him anyone. Yet He's attributed, given one attribution, power, quwwatan, possessor of power. Not only that Allah has given it to him, but it just comes out of the blue in Surah Takwir, ayat 20, that there is this Messenger al-Kareem, who is the possessor of power with the owner of the throne, secure, obeyed there, 21, honored, obeyed, right? That's not fair. So in the end, you will get it like against the polytheists. Look at how it's put against the believers even. But he himself, when he wants, he can attribute anyone, any messenger with him, even to a place with him. With him. In Surah Takwir, ayat 20, with him. Right? So this is why I'm doing this, for you to see the deception that you think you worked it out and you've understood all this. Even the Shias, religious scholars, 1400 years, imams have been showing you. But which of the messengers are you going to even trust in telling you? Because the Christians say, when it tells you in Surah Zukhruf, okay, back here, Surah Zukhruf, ayat 45, I mean, how can you ask the messengers, oh yes, and hear more? Like you have to ask the messengers, right? Ask those we sent before you of our messengers, but don't ask the polytheists. Don't even get their evidence when they're giving it to you. Don't even remain as witnesses there, right? Now, his, what? Like the most merciful is there's no other deity beside him to be worshipped. Okay, in Surah Maryam, I can understand that he's saying they take a sun and it's a monstrous thing. It's like against nature. The mountains could come down crumbling and the earth, this crack, and it's all monstrously done, right? So this, and ask those who sent before you of our messengers that besides the most merciful deities to be worshipped first. So you need to first check these messengers are correct, are trustworthy, and have all that knowledge. Because Isa al-Masih says in Surah Maida ayat 116 that I don't know what is in you, you know what is in me, right? How does he know that there's only one God? Isa al-Masih, we're told in Surah Maida ayat 116 or something. Sorry, I've forgotten if I've made a mistake, sorry. Right? Says, I don't know what is in yourself. So how can we trust in these messengers? Like Abraham, who was shown God's glory. No, we cannot. I've looked at the verses where you can be sure that these messengers are not telling you, like they are representing God. And how shall I say it, right? That one deity they're representing. And all of a sudden then God comes with Surah Takwir ayat 20, owner of power, his attribute is shared. And he's with the owner of the throne, right? See this. He's with the owner of the throne. That's a verse, ayat, in Surah Takwir, 20th ayat of Surah Takwir. I'm not the one saying it. So one of its attributes is also shared by this messenger, Kareem. How can you trust these messengers when you can't even trust the Quran ayats? There are contradictions. It's unclear. God has, on one hand, said, I've given it in detail. It's a clear book for you in Arabic to understand. It's only for the Arabs, Pakistanis, Indians, non-Arab Muslims. That too. And the mishmash and the confusion. And I'll show you how the Shias have worked it out briefly in my notes I've put, so that I don't forget. Now please, here it says, ask our messengers. Have we made besides the most merciful? Look at how he puts it. Besides, apart from the most merciful, deities to be worshipped. Well, Prophet Muhammad is worshipped. I tell you, Surah Fat ayat 9. It's a mistranslation. It's glorify morning and evening. What does that mean? Prophet Muhammad you're worshipping and you don't even know. Muslims have been worshipping Prophet Muhammad. If you don't glorify, Ya Rasul, Salam, and you have to glorify him morning and evening, help him, honor him, respect him, whatever the Surah Fat ayat 9 says. I mean, these are all parts of worship. And he's not even, why hasn't he made it clear to you? Obedience to Allah and the Messenger is part of worship. Rituals you do is part of worship. What kind of worship is this that you alone, you only realize God the Creator, Supreme Creator. But whatever other things like attributing with Allah, and now he's told us to ask our messengers. These messengers are not trustworthy. How can you not believe in those awliyas whom Surah Zumar ayat 3, the policy is take and worship to get nearness to Allah? Of course, they're worshipping those, and whatever the ayat, the way it is put, it's not even put justifiably for the polytheists in Surah Zumar ayat 3. but they worship the awliya to get nearness to Allah, right? So no, you have been worshipping. What? And ask those we sent before you of our messengers. So there's one messenger, Al-Karim. Can we ask him? He's not he's Jibreel. They say, I.e. Jibreel, possessor of power. If we call on him, Holy Spirit, what are you? Like that, right? How can we ask him? If we ask Abraham, I have shown you guidance, Allah has given him, but then again he becomes the guidance Allah has given Abraham. Then what happens is, in Surah Anam, ayat 90, I think we're told, that followed their guidance. Abraham's guidance, their guidance, these messengers' guidance. After Allah has given them, so follow their guidance now. But if you take the Quran verses, ask Isa, what do you get? I mean, asking Isa, Isa as a messenger, what do you get? The Sunnis will say, we don't get any, like, you don't get. Look, Allah needs help. Isa al-Masih says, who will be my helpers? Not in Allah's cause, but for Allah, for Allah's sake, okay? But how the disciples answer him in Surah Saf ayat, we are helpers of Allah. Helpers of Allah. So Allah needs people here to be helpers in whatever manner, but still He needs. Doesn't make sense, you see? So I'm not coming sometimes directly to tell you, but indirectly to tell you that even if, like, I've understood that Isa is God because he has the knowledge of the hour. He's the knowledge of the hour, or he will bring it, right? And Allah alone has the knowledge of the hour. And when Isa comes, he will come with the knowledge of the hour, or something like this. Surah Zukhruf ayat 61, and then in Surah Zukhruf ayat below, it says Allah is the owner of the, or is the knowledge of the hour, alone has the knowledge of the hour. Sorry if I failed to explain this properly. I know I failed to explain it properly, but I hope you get the point here. Giving Allah's attributes to others is disbelief, polytheism. Even if you give one attribute of Allah to someone, not as a creator, but another attribute, like Allah Himself has done in Surah, Surah Takwir ayat 80, Surah Takwir, right? Ayat 20. Quwwati, possessor of quwwat, with the owner of the throne secure. At what level he is together with the owner of the throne, that ayat says. So the quwwat which he has given to himself in Surah Dhariyat ayat 58, Dhu quwwati, possessor of quwwat, power, the same quwwat attribute is given to this messenger in Surah Takwir ayat 20. Okay? So he's doing shirk, and yet we're clearly told here in Surah 43 ayat 82, exalted is the Lord of the heavens and the earth, Lord of the throne. Here it doesn't say owner of the throne, it says Lord of the throne. Above what they describe, above what they attribute to him. Look at the different various translations. He is from the things they attribute to him free. Various translations. You see this? Yasifun, free of what they attribute to him. Now, Surah 16, ayat 3 is what? He created the heavens and the earth with truth. Exalted is He above whatever they associate with Allah. Now, what they put is in its divinity. Footnote, you can see if it's important. Why did I put negation of shirk? Okay, that is to say the entire system. This is from Quran.com. Footnote on this ayat. Surah 16, Nahl, ayat 3. That is to say the entire system of the earth and the heavens is a witness to the truth of the doctrine of Tawheed and to the negation of shirk. You may be looking at anything in the universe and consider the system from any point of view you like. You will find proof of this fact that it is being run by one God and not by many gods. Then how is it that you believe in shirk when there is no proof whatsoever of this in the universe? As a fitting sequence of this, proofs of Tawheed and refutation. You know what Tawheed is? There's only one God and no God. There's no God but one God. Proofs but one Allah, right? Proofs of Tawheed and refutation of shirk have been given from man himself. Really? And from other signs in the universe. And it has also been shown that prophethood is based on truth. Okay. Tafim al-Quran Abul Ala Maududis, footnote, in Quran.com. So this website, Quran.com, I took it from. Now, again we come to my previous live stream. This is it, Surah Dhariyat, Ayat 58. For Allah is He who gives sustenance, owner of power, Quwwati, Zu Quwwati. Do you see this? Zu Quwwati. Zu Quwwati. Zu. This Zu is with TH here. Owner of Quwwati. Then he's all of a sudden given it in Surah Takwir ayat 20. Quwwati. Zi Quwwati. And Zu Quwwati, it's the same, owner or possessor of power, right? But it's got the attribute of Allah. This messenger Kareem with here. Sorry. Endowed with power, with rank before the Lord of the throne. So, same attribute in Allah, 58, Surah Dhariyat, 58, and Surah Takwir, 20 to this messenger. Shirk happening. And moreover, it's with the owner of the throne, Makin, secure. So, what am I saying again and again? That no, you cannot. This is association with Allah. This is giving attribute to some other messenger who he himself has mentioned. His own attribute is given, and he is with the sharing power. Status, equal status, how do you put it? Not allowed. These things are not allowed in Islam, we were told. Even as a Shia. But I hadn't come across this ayat, or maybe I did, but I didn't really pay attention because my mind was so brainwashed or something that I couldn't really see it. You know, some things we're blind to. Some things are in front of us we can't see, we're blind to. And some things are hidden from us. Some things we really don't want to it's like we're blind to, so we don't want to see it because that's why we're blind to it. When it's so obvious, so evident in front of us sometimes. But we're so brainwashed, we can't see it. The other reasons why causes we can't see it. So now in Surah 34, again continuing, 34:22, say, Muhammad, invoke those you claim as deities, meaning besides Allah. They do not possess an atom's weight of ability. Atom's weight, actually. What does it mean? So they've tried to make out that it is of ability in the heavens or on earth. And they do not have therein any partnership with him, meaning with Allah, in brackets put. Nor is there for him from among them any assistant. Now, how many assistants are here? Helpers of him, Allah. Surah Saf ayat, what does Isa al-Masih say to his disciples? Who will be for me helpers for Allah? Disciples say, we will be helpers of Allah. Not in the cause of Allah, not in the work of Allah, but look at the ayat. Him from among them any assistant. So God has said, no. What does he mean by this? Shias, pay attention also. Say, O Muhammad, invoke those you claim as deities besides Allah. They do not possess an atom's weight in the heavens or on the earth. They do not have therein any partnership with him. Who has partnership with him? Surah Takwir ayat. Who's with him? Rasul Kareem. Mention 19, and then possessor of power with the owner of the throne. Secure. But these poor polytheists, or someone they invoke besides Allah, they call on Allah, saying besides Allah they call on, they do not possess an atom's weight in the heavens or on the earth. Right? To hear you, or what? They don't possess any ability, any power. But there is someone who possesses power other than Allah. He is Rasul Kareem, or Rasul al-Kareem. Surah Takwir ayat 19. And then him from among them any assistant. Nor is there for him. Look at this. Nor is there for him from among them any helper. Just make it simple, because helper is here. Helper of Allah. Let's read this translation of Surah 34, ayat 22. This is Surah Saba, I think, ayat 22. O Prophet, say to those who associate others with Allah in His divinity, and now they put, not even in bracket this, okay. Yeah, like taking deities other than Allah, okay, take that also. Call upon those whom you fancied to be deities beside Allah. They own not even the smallest particle. Oh, so they do not own even the smallest particle, neither in the heaven nor on the earth. But Allah gives the sovereignty to whomever He wills, okay. So, but they don't own it, neither in the heavens nor on the earth, nor do they have any share. They don't have any share in the ownership of either of them. Nor is any of them even a helper of Allah. And this is the transliteration in Arabic of this ayat, which is Surah Saba ayat 22. Right? Now, a lot to say about this. I will be coming back to say again and again, taking recourse. So for these polytheists, zalim, disbelievers, infidels, deniers of the message and Rasulullah, this. But surely you don't see that. Why some Sunnis don't see? Why some Salafis don't see that Allah gets helpers? Surah Saf ayat, Surah Tahrim ayat 4. Right? Beautiful explanation. Oh my goodness. I tell you, this is a victory. Political grasp, thank you so much. Really? So, do you see this? Shias also pay attention. Say, call upon other gods whom you fancy besides Allah. They have no power, not the weight of an atom in the heaven or on earth. This is not transliteration, this Yusuf Ali translation, sorry. No sort of share have they therein, nor is any of them a helper to Allah. But you do. So God is rejecting them, saying that I did not send authority. So around here, taking this ayat, Shias could be right? That no authority, because Allah says in Surah Araf ayat, no authority has been sent down. Because if authority has been sent down, so this is very unfair to those, this ayat, Surah Sabah 22. Nor from among them does he take or has helpers. But of course, he's asking for help from Isa al-Masih, who told his disciples, who will be my helpers for Allah? Surah Safat. Disciples said, we will be Allah's helpers. Surah Tahrim ayat against the al-Mu'mineen, wives of the Prophet. If you two do not desist, what will happen to you? There will be Allah, Jibreel, his helper, Prophet Muhammad's helper. You see, I've written it, so I don't want to miss this down there. I will be going there. Righteous among the believers, moreover, angels will help him, Prophet Muhammad. So where? Okay, Surah Sabah, these translations and transliterations, and then Surah Maryam 19, chapter of the Quran, 65 ayah. He is the Lord of the heavens and the earth and all that is in between. Right. Serve him. That's where do I need? Oh, no similarity do you have, right? Serve him then and be constant in serving him. Do you know anyone that might be his compare or similar to him? Samia, footnote from Quran.com. The word Samia literally means a namesake. So don't even put a namesake, attributes. So this is what the footnote says under this ayat in Quran.com. Here it implies Allah is the only deity. Do you know of any other deity besides him? So what if there is none, and you know that there is none, then you do not have any alternative but to serve him and obey his commands. Then Surah 42, ayat 11, which I've done previously in my previous live stream. He is the Lord of the heavens and the earth and all that is between. Serve him then and be constant in serving him. Do you know anyone that might be his similar to him? Compare. Footnote from Quran.com under this ayat. The word Samia literally means the namesake. No. The footnote was here. Sorry, I made a mistake there and I made a mistake here also in this. Footnote is there is no similarity whatsoever between the Creator and his creation in essence, in attribute, or in deed. So forget just the Creator, but this Creator in his creation in essence, whatsoever between, in attribute, in essence, in attribute, or in deed, no similarity. So you can't even take one attribute. You cannot even think of what he is. You, even if it's put metaphorically or straightforward manner, you don't have the authority. Locks are put on you about that. I've seen in the Quran footnote, Quran.com, under some ayat, which I can't remember right now. So even one attribute, how come Allah gives his attribute to that Rasul al-Kareem in Surah Takwir ayat 20? possessor of power with the possessor, owner of the throne secure. That's shirk. And even like with him, originator. Another translation is the originator of the heavens again. Transliteration, what? Pairs from among yourselves and pairs. He is the creator of the heavens and the earth. He has made for you pairs from among yourselves and pairs from among cattle. By this means does he multiply you. There's nothing whatever like unto him. And he is the one that hears and sees all things. I don't know which, where is it? Mates, yeah, this same ayat, same from the same surah. Now footnotes taken from Quran.com. That was my reference. I have to say this, right? Footnotes taken from Quran.com. All this. Then finished is what we say after Tawheed. Tawheed is also finished in a way. The one having no partner. Okay, no, sorry. There is no God but Allah, the one. That's Tawheed of Islamic Tawheed for the Muslims, and then having no partner with him. That's the way it's put. Surah Nisa at 48, as Allah says, Allah forgives not that partners should be set up with him, but he forgives anything else to whom he pleases. To set up partners with Allah is to devise a sin most heinous indeed. Partners with Allah, Surah Takwir, I would again and again go to Surah Takwir at 20. And you worship Prophet Muhammad, that's another matter. Surah Fat ayat 9, you are supposed to exalt him morning and evening. Shia belief on this, they say, calling on others is not shirk, and where and in what conditions. Calling on other than Allah is not worshipping them also. And it's not zulm. So Shias take this when about the association with Allah, they take a Surah Araf ayat 33 and they say that here Allah has said, which he has not sent down authority, that you associate with him that for which he has not sent down authority. But they see it's implied everywhere in the Quran ayats about Rasulullah, obeying Rasulullah. And Surah Nisa ayat, the 80, it says obeying Rasulullah is equivalent to obeying Allah. And things like that, So they say association with Allah is allowed, like in Surah Maida ayat 55. And allies, who are your allies? So here, Surah Maida ayat 55, allies are Allah, the Messenger, and those who believe, and ... I haven't put the exact words of this Surah Maida ayat 55. So these are partners with Allah in allies, being your allies. Surah Anfal ayat 81 says, and how should I fear what you associate? How should I fear what you associate, while you do not fear that which you have associated with Allah, that for which he has not sent down to you any authority? Hazrat Ibrahim tells his people, the polytheists. So this is Surah Anam. Sorry, it's not Anfal. Okay, 6th chapter. Sorry, I forgot it. Anam, I get mixed up. 6 chapters Anam, right? Surah Anam. Ayat 81. So, which of the two parties has more right to security, if you should know? Abraham appeals to their reason like this, and what sent down to you any authority? So it says here, so the Shias still take this, right? Which he has not sent down to you any authority. But if authority is sent down, which is implied in many ayats, and sometimes even directly, like in Surah Takwir ayat 19 and 20 and 21. And Surah Fat ayat 9, that Prophet Muhammad is worshipped because you exalt him morning and evening, like you were told to exalt Allah morning and evening. Surah 43 ayat 86 says, and those they invoke besides him do not possess power of intercession. Again, back to the Surah Zukhruf ayat 86 here, but only those who testify to the truth and they know. So under this, what from Multilingual Quran of Shia Tafsir, from Puya Ali commentary, right, of this verse. Now, that's why I brought this verse down here. Refer to the commentary of Baqarah 48 for intercession, where it's not allowed and where it's allowed. Also refer to Baqarah 2 to 5, Maryam, Surah Maryam 87, Surah Taha 108, 109, sorry. Surah Taha 109, Surah Yunus 3, Ayat 3, meaning Surah Anbiya Ayat 28 and Surah Saba Ayat 23. Look at the commentaries, go to the Multilingual Quran. According to this verse, he who bears witness to the truth has the power of intercession. Refer to the commentary of Surah Hud Ayah 17 and Surah Ra'd Ayah 43, according to which Ali ibn Abu Talib is the witness, as the greatest witness, Shahid. Imam Hussein referred to the commentary of, for Imam Hussein, referred to the commentary of Surah Safat, Ayah 107 for Zibin Azim, the grand sacrifice of, so will come later, has the power of intercession. So please refer to the commentaries under this, that Imam Hussein also has the power of intercession. Right? As the greatest witness, Hussein. Right? This is what the Shias say. Power of intercession. Allah the Creator needs helpers. Surah 61, Saf, Ayat 14 now. Oh, you remember I was telling you earlier again and again, helpers of Allah. Oh, you who believe, be Allah's helpers. Even as Jesus, son of Mary, be Allah's helpers. Oh, you believe, be Allah's helpers. It's not in the cause of Allah, the work of Allah. Okay, you can say this, but Allah's helpers. And there in which ayat Allah says, I don't take from them any helpers. From among them, I don't have helpers. These polytheists and all. But yet here, it's clear that Allah has helpers. He needs helpers. He takes helpers. Whatever you may say for His cause, for His sake, for His work. But He needs here on earth Allah's helpers. His helpers. Even as Jesus, son of Mary, said unto the disciples, who are my helpers for Allah. So you may say, for the sake of Allah. They said, we are Allah's helpers. His disciples are also saying, we are Allah's helpers. So very, very directly put, right? And you're saying Allah doesn't have any helpers. Do not call on others. Now, if Allah's helpers are sent here and we call on them, then what is? That's why the Shia say, please, Sunnis, look at this. And then correcting the Shias also, how they are wrong, because from that ayat, Surah Saba, ayat 22, how come Allah, see how Allah didn't listen to the polytheists, Prophet, the messenger actually, but for taking the Quran ayats, right? Taking Surah Zukhruf ayat 20, where is it? That if Allah had, they are telling the messenger, the Makkan polytheists, if Allah had willed, we would not have worshipped, taken these deities with Allah and worshipped them. Okay, right? So it's unfair to the polytheists. The evidence is disregarded. Everything. And you go on explaining that if you look at the signs of Allah, that there's no God, one force is one Allah, this, that, God knows what you will go on saying. Okay, let me go on with you then. But I refute that. I will show you from the Quran ayats. Prophet Muhammad, proving it through the Quran ayats, I've proved it to a great extent against both Sunnis and Shias. Prophet Muhammad is given help through Allah and more. So Surah 66 ayat 4, Surah Tahrim ayat 4. If you two wives repent to Allah, it is best for you. Your hearts have deviated. I don't think so. It doesn't say incline to Allah. not deviated from Allah. But if you cooperate, but anyways, this is what they say. Deviation of the heart is different. There's another ayat for that word. And the other ayat, there's another word for that. But if you cooperate, they are willing to cooperate with Allah, I think. But if you cooperate against him, Prophet Muhammad, then indeed Allah is his protector, and Gabriel and the righteous of the believers and the angels, moreover, are his assistants or helpers. So Allah is the best protector. Remember that ayat? So I'm trying to comment out and show you that no, this Quran, even taking it through the Shia way, is wrong to take him as the way, about calling on other than Allah, and this associating partners with Allah, wahdahu la sharika la, and what else is there? Attributing to others, giving Allah's attributes to others, whereas He Himself can do it. But I'm showing you that He Himself is not a true God, and so He doesn't listen to the polytheists, and then prove to you now that there can be partner with Allah. Surah Takwir ayat. It doesn't. There can be many gods. One make a difference. They're in harmony. Just because we're like this, right? Brainwashed to thinking there's only one force, one bows. Even if one force comes up, but there's oneness. There's oneness. There are many gods could be in harmony and in oneness. Now we, human beings, have our ego. We're in ikhtilaf, we're in dispute, we're in conflict. We're in conflict between the mind and the heart. We're in conflict also in so many things. But if we were in harmony, maybe the gods are in harmony. So if you say there's one force that creates and that is, everything behind this, making it go, rolling motion in existence, bringing creation into existence. One force. No. Sorry, there can be harmony with many gods, right? Hope I've said it properly and explained. And now, why do I bring Surah 43, ayat 58? And they say, are our gods better or is He, right? Maybe against Jesus, the polytheists are saying. They do not set it forth to you save by way of disputation. So that just by way of disputation. Do you think Abraham didn't dispute with the polytheists? So just without evidence, nay, they are a contentious people, argumentative. They're contentious. What does it mean? Not right for these people who say nay. They say our gods are better, or is He better? Meaning our gods are better than He. They do not set it forth to you, say, by way of disputation. Oh my goodness. And how many times have Allah disputed and totally said you are liars and this and that? Surah Zukhruf ayats against the polytheists who take others. And they say if Allah didn't will it, or the Rahman, Al-Rahman didn't will it, we would not have worshipped these deities other than Allah, these idols, these gods. So I want to listen to them. I want to see what they're... And here, now against these idol worshippers, He's taken... again. So thank God, the Makkan polytheists and at least the Christians didn't have fighting, They weren't forced to perhaps even pay jizya and all this. But look at how God puts it. This is fitna. Fitna against the polytheists, God uses fitna, it's an Arabic word. So God is now using fitna against the polytheists. Look at the way it's put it for them. And for 59 of the same surah, 43, so Zukhruf, many ayahs of Surah Zukhruf. And he was not but a servant. Allah calls Jesus Christ servant, on whom we bestowed favor, and we made him an example for the children of Israel. Abdul. Oh, Allah has made him Lord with him in Surah Tawbah ayat, right? Also look at that. Surah Tawbah 31, 33, and correct the mistranslations and all. Rob Christian has corrected it and shown it to us. So look, it's wrong. Shias for Shias. Now, I couldn't get them in other ways. So in other ways I've got them, but in this way it's quite difficult. Like they would say, authority has been sent down. Now we can say, Ya Ali Madad. We can call on Ali. And this. And they will try to explain it and, show you the Quran ayats and all this, which are there to be explained. But I'm telling you, look at the way Allah is doing fitna, injustice, zulm to these polytheists. And then he's showing that Jesus, but the Jesus followers, Christians of that time, he was not but a servant. Sabutu. Right. He was not but a servant, Abdullah of mine. Huh? And what? Oh, so there's a lot I should be talking about on this when I prepare myself more on this. I'll come back, live stream. For you now, I'm stuck here. I'm overwhelmed. There's a lot I should say. And also I'm kind of tired. And if we please, 60 ayat of Surah Zukhruf, I think, 43, a chapter of the Quran. And if we please, we could make among you angels to be successors in the land. And if we please. And why do they say that these angels they give them female names and make them females? So, a man came, and they say this Jibrail in Surah Maryam to Maryam, the ayat is, right? And in another ayat perhaps. Baba, the angel, messenger, it's not even malaika, it's a messenger who came to Maryam in a perfect man. Bashar. Bashar means giving good news man, like that. Maybe not. Because Bashar could be from Mubasharan, the good news. Glad tidings. So in a man form he came. So messengers are in man form. Women are chucked out. So don't give me this kind of a thing, Allah, to tell me against polytheists. Although they are not my uncles and aunts and all this, I have no relationship with polytheists. I was a Shia Muslim. Right? And I'm not even getting help from Hindus right now, complaining against their gurus and this and master. And I'm saying, no, I don't think so. And so you see, I'm going into Buddhism, I'm going into Qigong. Right? No, I don't want you to call me Radha Rani. I don't want to be Radha. Just don't call me. I'm not calling you, I'm going to Buddha. Today I'm doing Buddhist mantra. I'm angry at them. So, they are not something, right? But it's their culture. Okay, I make myself understand that it's their culture, it's their Bhumi Devi, it's their land, and from there, that culture, their rishis, their books. Why should I go into that? But if I need to go, I will go. And if I have the strength to go. Anyhow, so now finishing this, Surah 43, Ayat 61, and most surely it is a knowledge, successors in the land. No, sorry, angels as success. Look at the way he puts things against the polytheists and all. And most surely it is a knowledge of the hour. Oh, so we've come to this, right, Rob Christian has done it, political grasp about this. Surah Zukhruf, Ayat 61. One of his videos. Jesus is all-knowing. Great, wonderfully, Rob Christian. And most surely it is so They say he is knowledge of the hour, Jesus Christ. Therefore, have no doubt about it. Now Allah is telling them, who is Allah telling, have no doubt about it? Jesus has the knowledge of the hour. And not even Mahdi. I don't know, but okay, maybe, but the Quran ayat doesn't say. So maybe these were stolen from Jesus Christ, Waraka, the Christian. And he's made a big mess out of it. The Trinity and everything. Right? Maryam is not in the Trinity, two gods apart from Allah. Well, first of all, Maryam, the mother of Jesus Christ, is not in the Trinity. Right? And then we have, look at this, the way, now Jesus Christ is knowledge of the hour. Rob Christian has explained this part very well, but my brains couldn't get it. So I'm still in contention with Rob Christian's video on this. And some contention against Jesus Christ being what, how in the Quran, ex-Muslim Ahmad also when he gives ayats. So I don't get their way. Like the Sunnis would not get the Shia way. So I don't know. I'm not saying Rob Christian is wrong or ex-Muslim Ahmad is wrong, but I'm just saying I don't get their way. Sorry. Maybe my mind doesn't come to their thing, but I'm getting to the root in my own way, very stupid, haphazardly, but root of the cause here. They can give you, they have immense knowledge, in depth, about this and that, the whole. Give me a scientific proof of Jesus' birth. Okay, right? So, this, okay, I have to leave, no, wait a minute. Now, anything else here I needed to explain? Oh God, I've explained, but I've just gone through it again and again. Remind them, for maybe reminder may profit them. So the Dawas, the Muslims, and whoever, again, I go back to this, right? My video. You see, it's in a mess, this thing, and it's not fair to the polytheists, where the polytheists can give. So what is this here? I have to. Oops. Sadi saying, what is Sadi saying here? Human beings are members of a whole, in creation of one essence and soul. If one member is afflicted with pain, other members uneasy will remain. If you have no sympathy for human pain, the name of human you cannot retain. Sadi. And so I come from Shia. I was a Shia, right? And Shia background, right? Shia upbringing. And then I saw Sunnis and Shias in conflict. And as I grew up, it was very shocking. I could not for the life of me get it why the Muslims like this. And so some of the Sunnis were violent, or they would hate Shias and hate our practices. It was very difficult for us to explain it to them. So, and conflict also, painful, like emotional, psychological, religious pain. Religious pain. So like this, that's why I'm doing this, you see, and I have to keep doing this until, as a Shia also, to tell my Shias, correct them, show you that you're wrong. And your immaculate, infallible Imams are also wrong. Right? And this messenger, first of all, from Surah Tahrim, if you look, he's fallen short of being a true prophet by prohibiting himself what Allah has made lawful for him. How can you bring this messenger up to that level of what you say he is, and then glorify him morning and evening and help him? Please. And in Surah Ahzab, what he's done to Zaid and Zainab and Josh, and in Surah Hashr, using Allah, casting fear in their hearts, expelling the people of the city, Yathrib people, saying you opposed, you are disbelievers, breaking their houses, cutting down their trees. I mean, many other things, but this topic I took to burn all the bridges, right? Trying to burn all the bridges. This was a tough one, actually. A tough one. Calling on any other than Allah and religion, meaning it would be worship of them, those who you are calling. And there's a thin line, like they say, between sanity and insanity. The Shia say authority sent down, because there are verses of intercession, for intercession and against intercession. And some Sunnis, like my friend used to say, well no, but that's on the day of judgment for Rasulullah. A Muslim told me that Shias, what she was trying to tell me is that the Shias are wrong, because that's Rasulullah will be the intercessor on the day of judgment. And there's no intercession in the Quran, but there are intercession ayats. How could she say that, right? I've heard her. Okay. So I keep. Okay, forget it. But I'm telling you, this is like taking things. Well, she said it privately to me. So, but not like on this live stream, right? O Prophet, why do you prohibit what Allah has made lawful for you, seeking the approval of your wives? And how the Shias have defended him in this. And he's even taken an oath. This falls short of a true prophet. Believe me, according to, even if you take Christians, which I don't believe in, I'm not a Christian, I don't believe in Christianity. It falls short of their books. So go and ask them if you are in doubt of a true prophet. Surah Azabat, he's made an error. Shia say he's a prophet, he knows it. Not in any way, any time in his life did he not know he was a prophet. Oh God, the Ruh, the spirit, Jibrail didn't come to him like, tearing down his say and pressing on him. But in Allama Majlisi, something I cannot, I don't know for sure, I think I read it, that he was scared, he was, and so we didn't believe in it. So we don't take Allama Majlisi's that book for the Hayatul Qulub. Anyhow, you can see there are other problems the Muslims have had that I've been talking about. The Quran only Muslims. But then the Shias will say, and predestination, free will in Islam. I've taken Shia article 2 to explain all this. Little bit I read. Allah in the Quran has done shirk. Allah the Creator is not His creation. Allah is in His creation. They don't take polytheists, so injustice to polytheists. Right? Please see this. Injustice to polytheists. Surah Zukhruf ayat also. They are saying, oh, did I give you Maryam ayat? Oh, I didn't. So there's one ayat I need to, no wait. I'll go to Surah Zukhruf. Surah 43. Ayat 20. They say, the polytheists say, had the merciful one so willed, we would never have worshipped these deities. But they have no knowledge of the matter and they are simply lying. Lying. I've shown you you see, it's unfair to these polytheists. This ayat. Unjust. Surah Zukhruf ayat 20. There could be many gods in harmony. The creator, like, for example, at least this much I've learned from the Hindus. Brahma, the supreme creator, Shiva, the destroyer of the ego, everything, the whatever, the destroyer. Vishnu, the providence, the maintainer. Surah Allah, you can see Allah has divided his, this thing, right? So this, and then It's a monstrous thing what they say. Oh, I have to go to Surah Maryam also, sorry. It's a monstrous thing what they say. Where did I open Surah Maryam? Here it is. So have you seen here? None will have the power of intercession except he who had taken from most merciful a covenant. Right? And they say the most merciful has taken a son for himself. You have done an atrocious thing. I'm not a Christian, just giving you what this is. The heavens then almost ruptured therefrom, and the earth splits open. Yeah? Earthquake. And the mountains collapse in devastation. Like it's against the nature of God, so it's against the nature here also. That they attribute to the most merciful a son. Now, attributing a son is what? Please see this. And it is not appropriate for the most merciful that he should take a son. But what does it say there? There is no one in the heavens and earth but that it comes to merciful as a slave, abdan. Slave worshipping Allah. Not Abdul, but Abdan, right? Then you see in Surah, please Shias, you see in Surah Tawbah, who is the Lord with Allah? And they attribute to the most merciful a son. It's an attribution that they invoke. They say, oh, what's this now? What's this word? Da'u. What's this word? I don't know. You see? Is this attribution or ascribing a son to the most compassionate Lord? That they should invoke a son, invoking a son for most gracious. Who's going to explain this word here? Different translators have put different things. So you see, this Quran is in a mess, right? So it's not right to ascribe anything but to Allah, not even a son, ascribing a son. Ascribing to Allah anything is not allowed, right? Through this ayat I gathered. And Abdan, right? So please correct yourself, Surah Tawbah, ayat 33. Shias, you've got to correct yourself. Lord, and then you say, okay, we take no, but it is he who sent messenger with God. Where is it? And ask the messengers. Why should they ask the messengers? They will ask their awliya, their ones, who say that there are gods. And Rahman hasn't told them that he doesn't will that God should be taken with Allah. They have taken their scholars and monks as lords besides Allah and Isa al-Masih ibn Maryam. Right? You see, if you think, even this Arabic, if it had commas, please see this. Why couldn't God have put it in a better way? Like in Surah Nur, ayat 33. No compulsion of prostitution, save girls, but illa, except, what? That if they want to remain chaste. What if they don't want to remain chaste? Then it's okay. So even putting words, Allah doesn't, phrases like that in the ayats. It's not right. Errors in the Quran like this error like that. In Surah Nur ayat 33, how can we have an error like this in Surah Tawbah ayat 31? And you know very well there's a Quran ayat which says, prophets and angels, no one should be taken Lord. It is an order from Allah that no lords should be taken. Allah didn't know how to put the sentence. They have taken their rabbis and the monks and Masih ibn Maryam as lords besides Allah. That's how this ayat should have been. Written form. Conveyed, brought down here, written. But didn't come written. What I'm saying is that that's how Allah should have conveyed this ayat, brought down, naziled, revealed. Okay? So it's wrong. It's wrong. But this ayat, even if you say the Arabic has these dots, these up dots here, give commas here. It's wrong. And they don't. Rob Christian was saying he's an Arab. He knows the Quran, he's well versed. Says there's no comma. Still, if I, there's no comma here. Sorry, excuse me. And what's the order? Not to take anyone as lords. Only Allah is to be taken as Lord. Remember that ayat, where have I put it in my notes? I can't remember where I've put it. Right? Again, I keep forgetting. There's an order. So just searching. See, then someone comes in. Here, Muslim. This is how bad I get frustrated with my. Okay, I think I better leave you all now, and then I will come back. So where's the order? Not to take lords. Allah has not ordered. Sorry, Allah is not Lord. Allah is not ordered. Allah has not ordered. I think we're finished, and I think Islam, with that, Islam is also finished. Tawheed, everything is gone. Allah has not finished. Allah is not ordered. Sorry. Allah is ordered. So I hope I get you out of this deception that you've been heavily indoctrinated with. Even the Shias, I tell you. Islam is gone, finished, destroyed. By the Quran ayats only. Allah has not ordered. This was very tough. That lords should be taken. This was the toughest. To assure the Shias also. He would never order you. Al Imran verse 80. He would never order you to take the angels and the prophets as lords. What's Isa al-Masih? He's the anointed. When Allah is saying, why is he using Masih there? Noteworthy. Isa is not just, Isa is Ruh Allah. It's the spirit of Allah. In the Quran ayats, he's mentioned as a spirit from Allah. Spirit of Allah, and he's also mentioned Masih. So when Allah is saying, but a Nabi, he's also mentioned as Nabi. But you don't get it like he's stolen from Waraka Christians and put it in a mumble jumble and made your minds go against. And you know how you hate Shias, even the fellow Muslims hating each other, in conflict with each other. What he's done, I cannot tell you. That's why. Because you're taking stolen verses. And whose hands should be cut off. But moreover, like who does, against whoever does mischief, war against Allah, all that, right? Punishment for them is what in the Quran ayat. So please, you've taken from a grandfather, Satan's grandfather, Muslims, addressing to you. Isa is Masih. So here we are told So there's no contradiction, right? The Lord with Allah, Isa al-Masih is taken. Surah Tawbah, ayat 30. What was it? 3 or 31? Sorry, forgive me for this. I'm so bad at it, remembering. Right? Very tired also, and need to take a break. I've done notes and then come after that. Taking a little break, short break after that. So today only, and have done 2 live streams. So thank you very much, Political Grasp. What a great, thank you. This compliment is like, thank God I explained it. So Islam is finished. Political grasp, we can at least on that celebrate. But, for me, it's it hurts also, but I won't be hurting myself so much all the time about this. So I celebrate that this satanic, by the root I caught him. Like they were saying that hypocrites were there at his time trying to destroy. What are these hypocrites? They destroy the root. If I say I'm a Muslim and I'm not doing some of the laws of Islam, not abiding by the principles and all, my aunt told me that's not a hypocrite. And you don't have to tell anyone that, no, I'm not doing hijab, I feel so terrible, I'm not a true Muslim. But that's not hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is when someone polytheist or someone non-Muslim comes in and wants to destroy the roots of Islam. The intention counts. The intention, the motive, the agenda. Right? So that's what they were trying to do. Actually, it was him. Him. He's the greatest hypocrite. And the hypocrites, how terrible they are. Okay. But don't take these, even then we persevere with the hypocrites. We persevered with the Umayyad, right, Shias? And we didn't kill them. Right? Excuse me, I need to go. Thank you very much, Political Grasp. And sorry, Khaliverse, I had to ignore you and all the comments you've put here because, like I said, in the beginning also I said, please wait, hold your horses. Did I? Because I have to explain this. You can say hi, and I said you can come and say greet me and let me know you're here. But sorry, I had to ignore all your comments here because you were not on the topic and with the flow. One topic after another, even if I brought it out, you were not with me here. So you did not cooperate. I'm sorry. So please cooperate next time, otherwise your comments will be ignored. And God bless you. God bless all. Political Grasp, a special thanks to you for coming here and giving me that encouragement. At times I go to ex-Muslim Ahmad, Rob Christian, all this. I say, why am I this? I'm not. What if Muslims come here, ask me certain questions, I can't answer them. But I think I've done it, and with the help of that idol worshipping Allah, or some true God that we need to see that is divine in me. Although he hasn't given me good health and all, I don't know why. So, Islam is finished. End. Right? Very sad. It breaks my heart to see how he's deceived us. And thereafter, the Shias, the Sunnis, the Salafis, the Muslims, Quran only. It's really terrible. For 1400 years. So I need help. Like I also want to help Christians and all this, but right now I'm on this, right? Because your religion, even though you're deceived, but you're less deceived than much less than these Muslims have been deceived. And in a lot conflict and hatred towards each other and wanting to kill each other and harm each other. So I have to keep doing this and go on reminding. And I need to take a break. So God bless you and your country, your family, your friends. Much always have a wonderful day. Have a most beautiful day always. Political grass. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry, I apologize greatly, Khalivers. You'll have to stick to the topic and ask questions to what I see, what I'm at, trying to show you. So, hope you do that next time. Thank you so much.